welcome to Let's Play Cognition. I'm Tiggum, and this is Cosgit.
Hello.
Now, Cos, you haven't actually played this game or heard anything about it. Is that correct?
That's correct. I completely forgot what game we were playing up until that moment that you just said.
Okay. Well, the basic premise is that we play as an FBI agent who has psychic powers, but she doesn't really know anything about how they work, so part of the game is figuring out what she can do.
Okay, so a bit like a government-run version of Blackwell Legacy or something like that.
Yeah, kind of. Only just way, way dumber.
Okay. And we've got something flashing across the screen. Who knows what's going on there?
We get a bit of a cold open here, starting with this cutscene.
It's some girl with
That
eyes.
would be our protagonist.
Oh, okay, excellent. Well, at least we're good looking.
Although not once we actually get into gameplay.
Oh.
Erica!
Just hurry, John.
I'm doing what I can. Did you call?
Yes, I did. Drive faster.
We'll save him, Erica.
That seemed a bit forced, but anyway.
Yeah. And you'll note the sense of urgency in this cutscene, but just wait for gameplay to start and see where that urgency disappears to.
Well, that's always the problem. The cutscenes are always urgent, and then you just go, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Erica, wait for backup.
Screw backup. They won't be here in time. We've got to find the Kane killer before he hurts Scott.
And so we have our first puzzle. The gate is locked. But let's just check our text messages first, because we have
Yeah, why the
time.
hell not?
And this introduces the help system. Basically, you can message your father for advice if you get stuck in the game, but like most of those things, it's not actually that helpful. It tells you what you've already figured out and not what you were stuck on.
I don't have time for music right now.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
normally
have a
listen
question.
to it when I'm going to
Why are
bed.
you messaging your father if you're in the FBI?
Yeah, well, that is a good question, and there is no reason given for that.
Okay, alright.
Like, you'd think you'd have lots of people back at the FBI who'd be better able to help you,
Yeah.
but no.
Alright, so fairly...
I was psyched
gun,
when I
a
graduated
badge,
the
a
academy
phone.
and got my badge. I don't know if I like that picture anymore, though.
That's an important dialogue there. No rush.
Yeah. What's that? Hang on. Did you combine? Oh,
Yeah, you
God.
can
The
combine
FBI
items. It's
standard
that sort of
issue
game.
Glock 22.
Yeah.
And we can access our phone,
The
obviously.
gate is secured with a padlock. I've got no key. No time to get one.
I was like, this gate's not very high.
No, you could probably climb
Why
over the
is
gate
this
or
locked?
even over the
cemetery
fence.
should
That might be
still
easier.
Open.
They're about to close for the night. They must have locked this gate before some of the others.
God, look at
Go
the
on,
animation
Lisa.
on his mouth.
No, we won't have time.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a door! Just... And look, they've got a car. If worse
Yeah.
comes to worse, I could just pull
I
that gate
can't
open.
open it with my hands, and I don't have a key.
Okay, can't open it with your hands. How about your foot? Alright.
Don't
That
be
won't work,
ridiculous. Nope, the correct solution is to shoot the lock. I guess
sure
that
the
actually
Academy
works.
Can't wait to hear what we're doing.
I'll take the blame.
Sure, that'll make it all better, especially since he took you off the
Why
case.
don't you just shoot it
My
and stop
brother
talking?
is in there. I don't give a rat's ass.
This is
what
really
your dad
bad
thinks.
gun
Right.
behaviour.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what? And you...
Then you actually have to click the padlock.
Oh... Okay, alright, fair enough. I guess they want it really interactive, and that's... I gotta give them credit for that, but...
Yeah, it's not even properly interactive though, it's just cutscene, click, more cutscene. You can't even fail that or anything.
Okay. Well, why is there mist and it's raining?
Because it's a cemetery, it's gotta be spooky.
Also,
Whoa.
if I remember correctly, your phone said it was going to be cloudy, not raining.
What is it, Red?
And we got our first psychic vision there,
My intuition.
Yeah.
I guess. Weird.
which she called it intuition, even though it is a fully fledged vision.
Yeah.
Scott's not in there.
Oh, how do you know?
I can sense it.
Oh, I can sense it. Okay.
There's a trail
Yeah,
here.
magic.
These look like fresh footsteps.
It's weird, the footsteps just mysteriously start at this arbitrary point.
The
It's
trail
magic,
dies
remember?
out quickly. I wonder. I could
I
try
don't think the
using
footsteps
my
are magic.
intuition. It's always been good, but now that Scott's in danger, it's crazy strong. I'm not sure that I can trust it.
Can I ask, does she know she's psychic at this point?
Well, like, she seems to be in
I've had this
denial
weird
about
talent
it.
since I can remember. I can see images from the past, from certain objects, by touching them and focusing on them. I can always see a faint aura on the things I know hold visions.
Like, she knows she can see the past, but she called it intuition, like, so she doesn't think it's psychic? And the interface here is terrible. You have to click the thing and then click back on the psychic button again. You have to confirm
dear.
every time.
Someone walking over there. Yeah, I could have worked that out from the footprints.
Yep, that was a useful vision. This guy climbs up here.
Oh,
After I get
And
my hands
then-
on this bastard, he's going to be busy reassembling his face.
Climbing on fountains. What a
Yeah.
bastard.
why has the angel got a shovel?
John, you want to take a look at this?
What is it?
The statue's hand. It's holding a shovel.
Since when are angels grave diggers?
Someone put it there. But why?
And how?
Did the killer
Yeah.
place a shovel here? Why? Ugh. It's cemented to the statue. I can't break it off with my bare hands.
What? Someone's had time to... Oh, God.
This is not
What do you think is the
going to work
obvious
with this.
solution?
I
to
reckon
getting
it's
that
gonna be
shovel
shooting it.
loose? Yep, not gonna work for some reason.
Scott, please be here.
Literally, the solution we just saw work on a metal lock won't work on this statue.
I was going to say,
Scott's
she
not
didn't
in
even
there.
climb up on the
I can
fountain.
sense it.
No.
Okay, so... we know which one.
What the hell? John,
This is definitely the Kane killer's work.
So, we can tell her what her sense is based off
something
its
missing
evidence.
here.
Let's take a look.
I'm missing something.
Probably a giant screwdriver.
Do you know what that is?
Looks like a
Yeah, one of those annoying plus-shaped ones.
No, they're the best.
What do you think these are for?
The
Knowing
worst,
track
because you
record
never
of
have
this
them.
guy, nothing good.
I need to figure out how this works first.
There is actually a comic you get with this that explains the backstory of the killer. Basically, he kidnaps siblings and then tortures one of them and makes the other try to save them, but ends up killing them both, and that's why
There's
he's
more
kidnapped
footsteps
her
here.
brother and is now drawing her here.
Someone must have left this here.
Yeah. If the useful bit's in that toolbox, then that's less secure than my house key where my house key used to be.
Yeah. The first time we actually see a useful clue with the psychic powers.
I like how the dirt just vanishes off the shovel, then appears.
Oh, yes. Actually, it gets worse. When you go to dig this up, keep your eye on the head of the shovel, because it is just so badly animated.
Yeah. See, and this is just inconsistent. It's... Oh, here we are. We've got hammer and some pliers and some... I don't know what the fuck the other thing is.
I think it's a handle, like to a bottom compartment.
Oh, okay.
Scott, please.
But we're not going to look there, because there couldn't possibly be anything valuable.
I can't dig with my bare hands.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't know why she can't.
Why couldn't you just go get the pitchfork over next to the other mausoleum and use that?
Dig with a pitchfork? No, you can't dig with a pitchfork or your hands. It has to be a shovel.
Also, for someone who's standing out the range, she looks awfully not rained on.
Yes, because they just couldn't be bothered animating a different version of her, I guess. And a gun won't work to smash this statue, but a hammer totally will.
Yeah. Oh, she's standing on top of the water.
Yep.
I mean, we're probably being a bit unfair here, because...
It figures. I'm in a cemetery.
Well,
and
not
the
really,
only shovel
because this
in
isn't
sight
like
is
some
stuck in a
ancient
marble
game.
hand.
It's quite recent.
Oh, yeah, but they're probably just using one of the open... I don't know what game engine they're using. What's the other guy doing while she's doing this?
I think he's just standing around pointing his torch in random directions.
Ah. Is he drinking scotch? I think he should probably... Oh, no, it's PIs, not FBI agents.
Although, if you had to work with Erica, you probably would be tempted to drink on the job.
Oh, God. Scott, please be alright.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
Yeah, he did not look alright.
John, come with me.
Sure, Red. What did you want? Let's take a look around.
Good question.
That's some weird lens flare effect they've got going on there. But anyway.
Yeah, the torch isn't even pointed at the camera. I love how the shovel just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah. The classic.
I can't use this shovel. I keep seeing Scott with that monster.
Shovels disappeared too.
What did you want?
Yeah, Erica can't dig because of psychic.
Yeah.
John, will you take this and dig? I know there's something here.
Then you take your coffee with 2 sugars and no milk?
John, this isn't funny.
I don't even got that joke.
Sorry. Yes.
So
Oh.
complaining about her pushing him around.
Gotcha.
She could actually have explained, though, because he does actually know about the psychic visions.
And the magic disappearing dirt.
Yeah, and it doesn't even sit on the shovel head, it just sort of floats around near it.
I'll give him, a couple of points for at least trying to animate the dirt, as opposed to what usually happens. Also, that's not how you use a shovel.
It's okay, though, because the thing they're digging for appears to be about 2 centimeters down.
Yeah. So, she could have used her hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or the toolbox. That would have worked fine.
Yep.
In a
Use the back of the hammer to scrape the dirt away.
I don't know, Teeks. You use the top of the hammer and you hit the ground as hard as possible.
I'm not sure, but I'm about to find out.
It looks like a dinner plate. And I have found some dinner plates I've wanted to hide before.
Obviously, this is the key to the mausoleum. Which, I should point out, the killer wants us to be able to get into the mausoleum, so hiding that is fairly
ideas?
pointless.
Stay focused and keep searching.
Yeah.
It's like the killer seems to be relying on her having psychic powers to know where he buried the key to the door he wants her to open.
This must be the right piece.
Why? Why must it be the right piece?
It's round, the hole's round.
Erica, we should wait for backup. I may not have your intuition, but even I can see this is a really bad idea.
There's no time. Scott's life depends on me now.
You don't know that at all.
Well,
What am I doing wrong? Come on, Erica, think.
Obvious answer. Gotta step on the thing.
I was to say, her arms must be really long.
John, let me do this.
Does she get shot in the knees by a hidden gun? Because if I was the killer, that's what I'd have done.
Almost.
That's it.
It's
Yeah.
actually worse than that.
It's a trap! Get out of there!
Only read blood. Of course.
I just figured out now
He's
that it's a
watching
trap.
us. And only my blood will open this door.
But how could it be watching you?
Oh, there's a
He
camera.
might not even be here right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
I'm not taking that chance.
Step off that crazy thing, now!
You stay right there.
Whoa, 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 Red!
Stay the hell back, John.
Wait,
Eric,
wouldn't it? This doesn't make.
think this through.
He has my brother in there.
And after this, they stay partners.
I appreciate what you're doing, but
He doesn't have a problem with working with someone who just
because
pulled
I'm
a gun on
doing
him.
this.
It's an interesting effect having the cutscenes as a sort of,
Comic book style.
yeah, comic book style. Yeah.
It's really jarring with how bad the rest of the animation is,
Yeah.
though.
It's not too late to think
Is this based off a
through.
story, or
I'm
is it?
fine.
No, I think they just made it up themselves.
Why do
Okay.
you have to be so damn stubborn?
Why don't you just press your thumb against it and that'll drip some blood on it, and yeah.
I think the idea is that the killer is just going to open the door when they've done this.
Erica, please, I'm begging you.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that went into her knee.
Oh yeah, and that's not even as far as it goes, because she's still got to turn it again, so there's
What?
no way she could walk after this.
Erica!
I don't think she'd be able
I'm
to stand
all
up.
right. Don't
Yeah,
move.
no.
We're going to get this fucker. I promise you.
Pretty sure the most likely outcome there is that she now passes out.
He just got shot through the chest.
Yep.
It went through his heart.
John,
I'm sorry, dude.
Are you okay?
He's dead.
Well, it might not have gone through his
You
heart.
can see the bullet wound out the back.
My shoulder.
Yeah, but it might have missed his heart. Did not hit his shoulder, though.
Scott, I have to get down there fast.
I'll be all right.
No, you won't.
Don't go in there, Red. He'll kill you.
No, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, that seems likely. To walk down an entire flight of stairs, which is there for some reason.
Yeah. No one ever noticed the construction of this.
Unless this was just like the most expensive mausoleum ever created.
I'm pretty sure councils have pretty strict rules about construction zones in cemeteries.
Unless someone just did it like way back in the 19th century or something, and they're like, well, it's
Even
built
then,
now.
they don't really like you digging enormous holes in cemeteries.
It might have been private land or something.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
It's still totally implausible.
That went through her thigh bone.
Scott,
Yep. And her knees.
Erica, please get me out of here.
oh Scott,
Is the bad guy Jigsaw?
what has he done to you?
Kind of a Jigsaw ripoff. Scott looks kind of okay.
Scott,
Yeah.
what has he done
There's
to
a little
you?
bit of blood on him, but he doesn't
His clothes
seem
don't
to
seem
be...
damaged particularly, and
Yeah.
it looks like he just spilled some tomato sauce on himself. Which is annoying, don't get me wrong, because then you look like a complete twit, but...
Yeah, but he doesn't actually
Scott?
appear to be injured. He's
Are
just
you
kind of lying there because he's
all right?
tied down.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here.
It doesn't seem particularly well tied
Hold on,
down either.
Sonny. I'm going to get you out of here.
I know his arms seemed to be quite well restrained and he couldn't get his feet out. The one across his chest just seems to be pointless.
Yeah.
This trap is for me. Scott and I were the Kane Killer's newest targets. The bastard. He takes siblings.
Thanks for that update.
Candelabra. It fits his M.O. He likes to decorate everything. As if it's some sort of ritual. It's sick. Having these so close to the curtains isn't a very good idea.
Well, it depends on what the curtains are made out of.
Curtains look pretty old and flimsy. Talk about a fire hazard.
Just in case you didn't get the other hint.
A panel.
It must lead somewhere deeper underground.
Well done there, genius.
I don't have time to see where
Door
that leads.
probably leads somewhere.
I'll take care of Kane after I freed Scott. This seems to be connected to the trap.
The Kane Killer's got to be
Maybe
nearby
I can
because he
deactivate
just
it
shot
from
John.
here.
Yeah. I mean, what's his plan? If he wants to kill her, why doesn't he just kill her?
Because he's crazy, I guess? I like how she's had spikes through her legs, so she's
I'm not
walking like
trained
she
for
just stepped on a
disabling
Lego.
Maybe I can call Terrence.
That hurts.
He's good with this stuff and he studied Kane's previous traps.
Hello?
Terrence, what's your location in ETA?
We're en route in 15 minutes.
That's too late.
How'd she get
I
reception
have one
down
of his
there?
traps going off in T-minus
Yeah.
10.
Is it a
Pretty impressive phone she's got.
Yeah. Oh, so you do have a countdown on
See ya?
time to do stuff.
He's used something similar before.
Yeah, you can fail this, but you pretty much have to be trying
But-
because you're not
How
going
the
to
hell
run.
am I
Basically
supposed
fall
to know
asleep,
how
go
it
make
was
yourself a cup of
connected?
coffee, something like that. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what else to tell you, Erica.
Okay,
Or
just
don't pay attention to the timer.
hurry. Think,
Even if you don't
Erica,
pay
think.
attention, like, this is not a tricky puzzle.
I'm figuring this out. Hang in there.
Yeah, the solution here is to use psychic powers to see what order the killer connected the wires and then do the opposite.
Why do we think that will work, though?
Because the guy she just called said you had to unplug them in the opposite order to what they were plugged in.
That's assuming that they don't just have a sensor trip up behind this that goes, this line's gone down,
Yeah.
activate trap.
And also, you can't just unplug them. This is what you need the wire cutters for that you got in the toolbox outside, even though they're clearly just plugged in.
Yeah, I guess they're basically, yeah, audio cables.
Yeah.
I assume you're meant to pay attention to this and then do it.
Yes.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
Yeah, and it won't just show you the whole thing, you have to click at least 3 of them to get the whole sequence. And in this case I did it correctly, but I have put a video on at the end showing what happens if you get it wrong.
Did you do it correctly the first time?
No,
or
I
you
did it
fail
correctly the first time, it's really not difficult. So at this point you have 8 minutes left, so if you need to go back and check it
I
again,
can't do
it
this
really
with my
won't
hands.
matter.
It's that odd mix between making something a challenge and just not really having that challenge there.
Yeah, I think they just wanted to show how the psychic powers could actually be useful, but they just did it in this really tedious way.
Yeah.
You gotta look up at the clock each time just to make sure you've still got time.
Yeah. Which, makes sense. But
If the time was a bit shorter, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if you had 3 minutes instead of 10.
Why did he wait for her to turn around before he did that?
For convenience? This bit's not actually supposed to be difficult, but it is, because some of the hot spots you have to click move around.
Oh, yeah.
So at the point where you try to click them, they become something else. Also, you can just click the wrong thing and then he'll shoot you.
Wow. I don't mind dying, but sometimes it's a bit...
Fortunately, you do just click retry and it takes you straight back to where you were.
Oh, that's good.
Although, if you fail to defuse the trap, it will actually give you a second chance to do that if you retry this bit.
Okay. For a supposedly good fighter, who I'm assuming the killer is, he seems to make a few obvious mistakes.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem to have any problem kidnapping people, but...
Well, if he's killed a few people before, he's got to know some basics, like don't be in position where someone can kick you in the groin, or wear a box or something like that.
And he's having real difficulty getting out from underneath a
I had
curtain.
a chance to shoot earlier, and he let her throw a curtain on him, which seemed a bit nice of him.
And I wasn't just waiting for no reason there. You literally can't click the candelabra until you've waited that long.
That's a bit weird. Achievement unlocked. Wired. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you get for defusing the trap.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Scotty.
You notice he still seems to be tied down, but she can just pick him up and take him out?
Yeah.
Also, where is John? Like, he didn't come down here?
No, apparently he got shot enough to stay at the top of the stairs.
He just got shot once. She got a whole bunch of spikes through her legs. Also, these guys are just outside.
Yeah.
Look, Scott. Scott.
Yeah, you know what? Probably dragging him up the stairs didn't help.
Also, yeah, like I say, you can fail to save him in the earlier bit, but it makes no difference. He's dead anyway.
That's alright, I don't mind that.
Well, kinda makes the puzzle pointless. Like, yeah, you solved the puzzle, but didn't do anything.
Yeah. It's making me want it's trying to make me care about someone who I don't care about, though.
Yeah.
So...
We've just met these characters. We don't care that he's dead. Who is he?
It's like some of the TV shows do you see these days, and you go, must care about all these people immediately, and you go, I don't know you. I don't know if I like you yet.
Oh, that guy died. Oh, what a pity.
Yeah. Oh Christ, and now you have the starting sequence, or is that...
Yep, that was the prologue, and guess what? The Cane Killer does not come up again.
Like
The
never.
rest of the game is about something else.
Because, of course.
Yeah, as you go through all the games, like the last one, you go back to deal with the Cane Killer, but he's just mentioned at the start, and then you just go on to deal with a different serial killer.
Right. Well,
Called the Hangman.
so someone's seen some TV shows and gone, oh, here we go, here's the bit where you can go back. So let's see what
Yep,
happens.
this is what happens if you fail.
Scott, no! What have I done?
And I guess that guy was just waiting there while she defused the trap? Because he was there the whole time.
The fight seems to be much the same. Why is this any different? Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, this bit doesn't change, but the scene after it does.
Okay. How did he get her gun?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just fell out of her holster when she fell over.
I've tried to get things out of my pocket, and that's difficult enough when I, you know.
Yeah, you'd think it would be in a secure holster because she's like an FBI agent.
Yeah. And you don't want to be, you know, say, bending over to pick up some rubbish and have your gun fall out into some kid's hand. Wow, that's a really weird face she was pulling when they...
Yep. She kind of seems bored by the man burning to death in front of her.
Or vaguely looking seductive. Can't tell which it is. Very similar looks, I know.
Yes, in your experience, probably.
Yeah.
Here we see the actual difference. You get a different achievement.
Awesome. I don't think that amount of time had gone past.
No, I guess she was just sitting there for like 9 minutes.
No.
What? What's she doing?
Running sideways past him?
I thought she was going into the fire.
Scott!
She just seems to be faffing about.
No.
Yeah, she's not trying anything else now that her first attempt has failed. She's just standing there. He seems happy though.
Yeah.
Scott!
Yeah, for a guy who was pretty out of it before, he seemed pretty awake and just like, hey, what's happening, dude?
Hey, looks like I'm gonna be stabbed. Cool.
He probably would have survived that.
Yeah, no, that kills him instantly.
Do you fail if it thinks? If you,
No, because he dies either way, so it just lets you keep playing.
Right, fair enough. So is that all we have of that?
That is just the prologue.
Yep.
So the next one will be the start of the main
Okay.
game.
Sounds good.
So, thoughts?
Okay, interesting stylistically, obviously. I'd have to see how the button clicking and all that stuff worked in, whether it got really old. I get the feeling it would. You seem to have to go click this and click that, then click this and click that. And as you mentioned previously, the psychic stuff seems to need too much, not enough just click on it and you get the vision.
Yeah, the interface is a bit clunky, and that does get kind of annoying, but honestly, it's not the worst thing about the game.
I guess we should mention the cutscenes.
Yeah, I like the cutscenes, I like the style of them. Doing the comic thing works.
I think they could be just run about maybe 30% faster.
Yeah, they're kind of slow. And the dialogue is very overwrought.
Yes. Seems to be very comic bookish to my mind. But it has potential, don't get me wrong. And I don't know if I'd be able to play it for that long.
Yeah, it does get kind of tedious as you play through it, but I like what they were trying to do. So I can't say it's entirely terrible, just mostly.
Yeah. I'd like to see some of the problems with multiple solutions. And I think if you're saving a fair bit of time, as you seem to be on the cutscenes and the overall graphics of it, they could have put a bit more time into making the puzzles multiple solution.
Well, they do that a bit, like with the puzzles you can fail, and there are other times in the game where there are multiple solutions to the puzzle, but they don't really mean anything, because you get one solution or the other, and then the game just carries on as it would have anyway.
Yeah. Well, you see, I don't mind having that sort of thing then, but, at the start, as we're discussing, why not just jump over the gate? Why not be able to do something like that, or,
and they do seem to miss obvious solutions quite a lot, like shooting the statue to get the shovel.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't that work?
Yeah, or maybe you should be able to do it, but it does nothing. What's wrong with that? You know, you shoot some concrete, and bullet flies off in there, and you go, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, and you would think that would come up in playtesting. Like, when they had someone play through it, they would go, wait, I just used the gun to shoot the lock, so why can't I use it to shoot the statue?
A bit of point-and-click adventure game-itis. You know,
yeah.
Peculiar logic, and one tool can be used precisely once.
Yeah. Like, you have to think exactly of the solution they thought of, and other viable solutions don't work.
Yeah. So, you know, potential, pretty good. I'd probably give it maybe a 6 or so out of style stuff, because that, as I say, I think it's a bit slow and would drag.
Yeah.
How long was the overall gameplay?
I don't know. I haven't played through all of it yet, but it's not a long game, but it's episodic, so this game is quite short, and there's the other episodes to play through as well.
Which is probably a good way for it to be, because if I'm honest, sitting there and playing all of it through at one go would not work that well. I think I'd have to find something interesting to do.
Yeah, you'd get a bit sick of it just trying to play through all 4 episodes in a row. Okay, this has been Let's Play Cognition. Join us next time when we start the main game. Bye!
See you guys.